Hello, everyone. I am Starwalt, part of the Maryville Saints Hockey Network, and I am here with Hampus Blomdahl of the Maryville Saints. How you doing? I know
I'm doing great.
you're in Sweden, I believe. Is that correct?
That's right.
How has the time change been so far? Or how long have you been over there?
So it's been like, 3 weeks now, something like that, a month maybe.
Everybody loses track of time. It's fine.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's awful. But the first like week and a half, maybe two, it was awful. Like I would stay up till like 3 or 4, like because I was so jet lagged. I tried to go to bed at like 10 just to try to get into it, but yeah, I would just sleep away the whole day. So I would make sure I set time at like 9. It was just awful. Just horrible.
Is it going better now at least?
Oh yeah, 100%, yeah.
Okay. And so with being over there in Sweden, how have you been preparing? Like, have you been doing any like training or any skating, or you've just been trying to like go to the gym when you can? I don't know how the rules are over there compared to over here.
Unfortunately, it's gotten pretty strict. So no hockey for anyone who was born like past 2005. It's a very weird rule, but so yeah, it's very odd, but yeah, I can't skate. I'm very unfortunate. So I've been training a lot with Jeff Levecchio. Vex is awesome. I'm positive that he's like the best trainer, at least in the United States. Like he's unreal. So props to him. His workouts are fantastic. So I've been sticking to that this whole quarantine basically.
And then, so with that, what do you miss most about being, back in the States on the ice with the boys? Is there anything that, like, obviously you miss skating. Is there anything, like, that you can recall that you just miss, like, getting ready for the season that's, like, getting you excited?
Yeah, definitely, like, all the, like, before the games, like, just getting ready to go to battle with the boys. Like, oh, I miss that so much. Just warming up. Having a good laugh with them too, like before practices and after and during practices too, between drills and stuff like that. It's like I miss the boys in general. I'm so pumped to be back and just have fun and all that stuff and go to battle and get a natty, I'm so excited.
I understand that being in college, myself, I understand. We actually have a group chat with all of my friends and we all talk to each other all the time. So I understand that completely. Mm-hmm. And going back, since Sweden is where you are from, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So going back to a little bit of your childhood, did you ever find a spot? Do you remember the time when you realized that you wanted to play hockey and that this is what you wanted to do with your life?
So my dad was a hockey goalie, and that's basically where I decided to become a hockey goalie as well. I guess he kind of forced me into it, pushed me a little bit into that lane, but I think, I was on ice when I was like 2, just with my parents, and, I could barely skate, obviously. But I think it was like around maybe 4 that I realized, like, I love this stuff. I want to do this, I'm like full time. I love this. And, just been going off of that pretty much.
Just going off of that. This is what I don't know. I'm here now, and this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And that. Did you ever have a favorite? So you play goalie. Did you ever have like a goalie that you watched, like, or like there's players that you watch for, like, I guess tape to see how they do things, and then there's players that you watch just because you like those players. So tell me something about that.
So the first goalie like idol I remember I had was Jonathan Quick, and that was pretty much when I started like really getting into the NHL. And it was when he became the Vezina Trophy winner in 2012 or something like that. And I just remember he was like so flexible and agile, all that stuff. Like, so I just started like, implementing it to my stuff. So I guess that was like my first idol. But later it became Carey Price, huge fan of his style. Yeah. And later I guess like sort of Binnington, just being an underdog and just grabbing that.
Being a Blues fan, I love Binnington.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a Blues fan, so I just have to,
I can't say anything bad about that man.
He's like God,
Exactly. You can't say anything bad.
Yeah, there's nothing.
And going back when you're talking about his kind of style, so what kind of style do you play when you're in net? Do you try and play more stand-up? Do you try and get lower? Or did you play in the middle? Or how do you play?
I would argue I play somewhere in the middle. Obviously, like, I remember my when I was younger, I tended to always like get on my knees very fast, so I had to like really like try to force myself to stand up on some shots. So it's been like a thing that I've been working on a lot. Like, I don't know, like 2012 and onwards, I guess. Just working on like being more patient, I guess.
Not dropping too soon and letting them come to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I got over that like eventually, and it was a game changer, obviously, but my style, like in general, I mean, the thing that I really think characterizes me, like, you know, says that that's my style, is like I'm communicating a lot with my people, and I have a very, very good hockey sense. I can kind of like tell where some of this thing, like where play's going, kind of reading players' minds, I guess, because I used to play out till I was like 11 or something like that. So I kind of had this like, you know, kind of sense of where the play is going. I could read it pretty well. I'd argue I'm pretty agile. I guess it's from my quick, you know, Jonathan Quick era.
I mean, Jonathan Quick, Jordan Bennington, they all have that sense of they're going to show you a side and then they're going to slide over and snag it away with the glove or something. Yeah. Use that quickness to their advantage because they know they can cover that ground instead of having to cover the whole.
Right.
And going back just a little bit, you were talking, your favorite team is the Blues. When did you figure out that they were like your favorite team, or was it just kind of – because like my family, it was you were a Blues fan, you don't like the Chicago Blackhawks. Yep. This is how it is. How is it for you? Did you just find a team, or was it because of being in Maryville and close to the Blues that's your favorite team?
It was when I crossed the ocean for the first time back in 2016. I went to high school in St. Louis, and pretty much right after that, I became a Blues fan.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So
we weren't always the greatest because we always usually exited the playoffs first, but
Yep.
Fan base is loyal.
Oh my God, it's unreal.
And just one more quick thing, talking about, you know, your memory and being on the ice. What's one thing from like your past seasons that you remember most, whether it be with Maryville or whether it be sometime earlier? What's your most memorable thing that you have of being in net?
I remember definitely high school senior year when we beat CBC to advance to the Frozen Four. That was probably the biggest one because CBC was number 1 seed, I think, or number 2, and we were like I don't even remember what we were.
Underdog story, and you're the goalie. It's like, let's go.
Yep. Yeah, it was overtime or shootouts. I made a save. We advanced. It was unreal. Like, and I think we broke the record in people attending the game. Like we had
crazy.
Yeah, it was unreal. Yeah, that's probably the most vivid memory that I have. Like I don't remember the shootout. I just remember celebrating. Honestly,
it's one of those like when so they said Adam Vinatieri, like when he kicks game-winning kicks, he just goes into like this stone cold killer, like no emotion. My cat is jumping onto my lap right now. Stone cold killer, you know, just very focused, and they say he like blacks out. And he doesn't remember a thing. So I get, who knows? Maybe you just got that killer instinct of like, you know, Michael Jordan.
I have videos from the whole thing, and I keep like watching it, but I'm like, I don't remember this pretty much.
I don't know what happened there, but I'm glad I did good.
I'm the same. So.
Well, no, that's all I have for you. That's all the questions I have. I'll let you get back to, you know, sleeping, trying to get that sleep schedule back in order.
Awesome.
And for everybody here from me and Hampus, I am Will Starwalt here for the Maryville Saints Hockey Network. Thank you.